once again, trying out once again Streamlabs on my phone. Welcome to Munich, and that's where I'm at right now. I am in Munich airport, and we are waiting for, I am waiting for the wife to get back here, and then we should be getting in line for security. Lines of security are international. There's the line for security. Yeah, pain in the butt, no matter where you go in the world. But I'm here, and I'm looking back on the entire Germany experience. And if you've never been to Germany, I highly recommend that you go. I had a great time. I had an absolutely phenomenal time. What a great way to celebrate turning 50. Yeah, I turned 50. And now, granted, it was a couple of weeks ago. I mean, I turned 50 back in October, but the wifey gave me permission to say, "Oh no, you can celebrate it for the entire month," which the reason why was because my 40th birthday was a bit of a washout, a bit of a dud. And I was trying to think of all these different things that I wanted to do. I wanted to try to think, what do I want to do to celebrate my 50th? And I was thinking about blowouts. I was thinking about, renting out a video game arcade that was connected with a bar, and I had a lot of lofty ideas. But then Pip said to me, "See." I think Marv just made a smart-ass remark about seeing me in a hot tub full of beer. I'll get to that in a second. But we were talking about all these different things that I wanted to do. Love you too, Big Marv. But I was thinking about all these different things I wanted to do, and Pip turns to me and says, "Well, T, you're talking about doing stuff for other people, but what about you? What do you want to do for yourself?" And I had to sit and think about that, man. And the thing was, Verena, our hostess, Verena, said, "Well, we got this beer spa in the Czech Republic," and that had been in the back of my head all this time. So I said, "You know what? I want to go to a beer spa. I want to go to a beer spa for my 50th birthday." And that was when we started making travel arrangements. And so we landed in Bavaria last week around this time. So actually around this time, no, not even around this time. We landed in Bavaria Wednesday afternoon. And then, so the start of the trip was pretty rough. The first thing, we got to the hotel, we got to the airport, we got to Dulles. Everything, and check-in was a breeze. Check-in was an absolute breeze. Fantastic. And that's when we knew things were going to be a problem, because we get to the gate, and that's when they tell us, yes, Heathrow Airport has lost power, and their runways are dark. So we're not taking off until we figure out what to do next. So instead of us landing early in Munich, we landed extremely late in Munich. An 8-hour flight took us roughly 12 hours, with all the delays and the rescheduling and stuff like that. That was kind of a pain. And it didn't get any easier when we landed in Munich. So we landed in Munich, and we said, well, we're going to take a train. We'll take a train, and we'll take it to the central city, the central part of the city, and then we'll check into the hotel, because the hotel is about a 7-minute walk from the train station. That sounds great. Halfway through the journey on the train suddenly stops, and the conductor comes on and starts speaking something very quickly in German. Now, while I didn't understand enough German to say what he was saying, I could tell by everyone's reaction what was going on. And when I said, well, then I guess that means we're getting off. And that was when the person sitting like catty corner to us said, yeah, the conductor has said that basically the train stops here. Really? So the train just randomly stopped, and we had to all leave. So we get off, and at this train stop, there are no cabs. There are no public transports coming, and it's just a mess. It's an absolute mess. Fortunately, we happened to stumble across a cab, and the cab got us the rest of the way to our hotel. We were going to get an early start and check out the local Munich library, because the Munich library is absolutely gorgeous. It's breathtaking. But our bodies were like, absolutely not. You're sleeping. And we slept hard. We then came back here. We rendezvoused with Christina Payton and Verena and Sebastian, and then the trip started properly. I should back that up though. We did have dinner. We did have dinner at this really nice restaurant in Munich, and that was when I had my very first Hefeweizen, my very first Bavarian Hefeweizen. And that was a really good Hefeweizen. You can go and check out how's the line for security. So, chat. Hold on one second. My wife is pinging me, and I just have to do a quick little check-in with her. Be right back. Oh, I will have a flight. I will have a safe flight, Unicorn. I will definitely have a safe flight. And there we go. And we're back. So it was. So I had my first Hefeweizen in Bavaria, and then I had a dark Hefeweizen. Both were absolutely phenomenal. If you go to, how's that for a little action? This is what happens when you don't have a tripod and you're kind of just passing the time in the airport. I will see you when I get back, Unicorn. You bet. But but if you go to Untappd, and that's untappd.com, and you look up the profile for the Tea Monster, same as my Twitch account, you will see that I have all the beers that I consumed while I was here. I'm now 10 beers short. 10 unique beers short of 500. So I now have to find 10 unique beers to try, maybe even on stream. As far as my streaming schedule is concerned, because I have no idea what time it is right now in the States, I'm not really paying that close of attention. I'm just, like I said, I'm just doing some off the cuff streaming, and I'll do some more streaming, like when we land in Heathrow. That should be fun. But my schedule is going to be a little spotty because we've got I've got something on Tuesday night with the day job, and then this coming weekend I've got PhilCon, and that's in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. My wife and I will be selling books and doing the con thing as we tend to do. I'm going to try to make a meetup. There's a Philly Twitch meetup that's happening that Friday night, but I also have a panel that night, so I don't know if I'll be able to make it. It's kind of a bummer, but when I get into con mode, it's pretty much I'm dedicated to the convention. I'm dedicated to the convention. I got to make sure that I'm doing what they want me to do and what they're expecting of me. So there's that. But the trip here was terrific. I had an absolute blast in Germany. Great place. Bavaria was beautiful. 2 castles. One was Castle Ruin. The other one was Nuremberg Castle. Absolutely beautiful to look at. Drank a lot of beer. There's a lot of beer in this country. I had beer for breakfast. And I thought that was going to be problematic, but actually it worked. It really worked. Okay, so it's a very specific kind of breakfast. It's a very light beer that they give you, and along with their beer, you get these boiled sausages that you have to eat out of the skin. You can't eat the skin. So had that, and there were these potato dumplings that I got with them, and it was served with a side of this really phenomenal, almost like honey stone mustard, or stone honey mustard, whichever way you want to organize it. It was good mustard, and as very stereotypical German that sounds, it really was wonderful. It was something I wasn't expecting. I was not expecting the food to be as good as it was. I was not expecting that whatsoever. The food was absolutely out of this world. And for a couple of days, I didn't think I was going to make it. I honestly thought that my stomach was going, you're no, if this was your 20th birthday or maybe your 30th birthday, we'd be okay. You're on your 50th birthday. You might want to watch it, but I managed to get through it. The Germans love their proteins. I will say that. The Germans love their meat plates. And I'm ready to exercise now. If you remember, chat, from when I was gaming and stuff, from my previous streams, you know that I was having an issue with my feet, in particular my left foot. It's actually fine. It handled this trip without fail. I'm gonna be doing different stuff when I get back. And if you notice me looking over my shoulder like that, I'm just trying to keep an eye for my wife. And then we're gonna hit the security line, and all will be well. Just do a quick check of the time. Oh, it's 12:31. Okay. Give another 10 minutes, then I might have to go and check and see if she's okay. I don't think the food's been kind to my wife. I don't think. So let me rewind a bit. So yesterday we were in the Czech Republic, which was a nice little surprise. I was looking forward to going to Bavaria, but I did not expect going to the Czech Republic. But that was where the beer spa was. And if you check my Twitch account, it should still be available. But I did a 20-minute video. The reception's a little choppy because I was in an underground cellar of a brewery. But yeah, I was doing a beer spa in the Czech Republic, and that was extremely cool. Yeah, no, it's quite all right.
But I guess you were also waiting at the British Airways flight?
I was, but I'm waiting on my wife right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here.
I'm sorry?
I got it from British Airways. €15 voucher for the terminal here.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Well, okay then. It's a €15 voucher. This voucher cannot be redeemed for cash.
Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, lassen Sie Ihr Gepäck nicht unbeaufsichtigt. Informieren Sie bitte unverzüglich die Polizei oder das Flughafenpersonal,
There's no weird powder on it, so I guess it's all right. Unless it's like Mission Impossible, explosive paper, I think I'm okay. But yeah, that right there is a great example of the people that we've met. The random acts of kindness from people in Germany. So quick story about what happened while on my trip. Hang on. After this, Dad. There she is. So, second random act of kindness. This guy saw us waiting in line for British Airways. British Airways apparently handed him a €15 redeemer for a voucher redeemer.
Oh, that's lovely.
And he wasn't going to use it, so he said he noticed that we were in the flight, so he said, "Sure, take it."
Okay.
So there we go.
Cool.
Yeah. Are you feeling okay, hon?
Yes, let's go.
All right, we're gonna go. Okay, chat. I'll tell you the story. I'll tell you the story when we can sit down and grab a bite to eat. But we're gonna hit security now. So until next time, stay tuned. More on the trip home. Take care of yourselves. Peace.